Good morning. It is day 12 of our trip, and if we're managing to pull off videos, it's possible this might be our second video. Who knows? We'll see how that works out when we get home. We have just arrived at Bryce Canyon National Park after spending 2 days or 2 nights working in Richfield, Utah, the megalopolis of Richfield, Utah. So today we're hiking the Rig Spring Loop-ish trail. I think that's what it's called. Not the ish, just the Rig Spring. And it's off the end of the scenic drive in Bryce Canyon. This is actually not the hike we were planning on doing today. We were planning on hiking out of the Agua Canyon access trail area, but we showed up and it was closed due to unstable rocks. So it's just a good reminder that, plans are only plans, and you still need to have an idea of like where you could go as a backup, and also to be respectful of the park when they do close trails, not to push your luck and do something that would be dangerous or stupid. So here we are in Bryce Canyon, and we have hiked to the park boundary. Here it is. It's a very exciting destination. Are you ready? Oh yes, that is another fence in the middle of nowhere that we have hiked to. But actually, surprisingly, this whole scenery is just like gorgeous, like totally unexpected views. Open green meadows. It's early June, so I guess they could get brown later in the summer, but we've really enjoyed this side trail to hike to a fence. We had a great morning hike today. We did about 14 miles through the Rig Spring area, and then we found our campsite and rested, and now we are officially at what looks like Bryce Canyon to the average person, and we are along the rim trail finishing up some mileage that we haven't done before, and it's just really stinking beautiful. So I wanted you to get a shot of it right away. It's an awesome day.
Hello.
Good morning. It's day 13. Pretty sure day 13. It's Sunday. And we are sitting in our car waiting because we have a shuttle ride coming. Hey, so we're on hike number 2 of day 13. We hiked down from the main area of the park through the Navajo Trail and the Wall Street area, which has been closed every time that we have been here before because we've only been here in the winter. And we also hiked a spur trail out that goes toward the town of Tropic, and it's kind of a cool access point if you don't want to deal with all the crowds in the park. I'm going to give you a little peek about what it looks like. Good evening. It's the end of day 14 of our trip, so we are wrapping up our second full week. We had a pretty relaxing, by our standards, day in Bryce Canyon today. We got up early and hiked out of Bryce Point to pick up about 1.25 miles of trail that we've missed before, and it was really, really magical. The quiet morning light, quiet morning, and then really pretty sunlight coming into the canyon first thing in the morning is really, really nice. Highly recommend. After that, we headed over to the Swamp Canyon trailhead, and we picked up a loop and an out and back down there that we needed to get. It was okay. We were able to hike early enough and stay in the shade that we were pretty comfortable. So those two things added up to about 9 miles, and then later on this afternoon, we had a few miles to pick up on the paved multi-use shared path trail. So we rode the shuttle into town, got some sodas and ice cream, and then walked back on that path to our campsite. So it ended up being a pretty relaxing stroll. All said, we got about 13 miles of hiking today. So that's what I mean when I say light by our standards. But they were easier miles than some of the other things we've done, and we were able to carry less gear and weight, which was really nice. Tomorrow morning we have another shuttle scheduled to pick us up, and we're gonna finish the Under the Rim Trail. We're done! We are done-ish with Bryce. We're counting it for now. 62.6 miles, 63 point
63,
something. I can't.
63 and a half.
62.9.
Okay.
62.9 miles. Done, and this park includes some significant backcountry wilderness hiking that Sand Dunes has a little bit of. Sand Dunes had 8 miles of hard backcountry hiking, but this park had 40. So, yeah, we feel really, really good. And we paid for showers at the general store, and
they were not bad.
They were not bad, and we're clean, and we feel really good. We're going to go get some more ice cream, and then
head to Zion.
And probably do another hike this afternoon. Good morning and happy day 16. We are into Zion National Park, which is our fourth park of the trip, and we're having a good time. The temperatures are really warm in the park, supposed to be about 98 or 100 today, so really dang hot. So we have found some cooler weather up on the West Mesa area, and we're hiking some new miles. They're really pretty. They're not the kind of scenery you expect when you think about Zion, because you really just think about the main canyon. But there's layers, it's green, it's really quiet. We'll probably see some people today, we think, but we haven't seen anybody yet, and we're about 3 miles in. So it's the end of day 16.
Yep.
16, and we are just strolling along the Perouse Trail in Zion. We did a hike this morning that was 13 miles. It really wasn't too hard, but our bodies are definitely worn out. We've hiked 82 miles in 5 days. So we're just strolling tonight, hoping to get to bed a little early. We're going to do a 4:30 a.m. wake up call tomorrow morning, because we're trying to get onto the trail when it's as cool as possible. It's just been really, really hot here. We spent about an hour and a half at the local public library today. They have amazing views outside of the Springdale Library windows.
And beanbag chairs.
And we sat on beanbag chairs and looked at the views. But we used free Wi-Fi. Pretty awesome.
Nice.
Pretty awesome service. And then we had some pizza and salad for dinner. So it's been a good lazy day after 13 miles. Good morning. It's day 17. Right now we are up on the lookout at the end of Deer Trap Mountain. It was about a 5.2 mile hike to get out here. We were expecting 4.5 or 4.7, and I got to tell you that extra little bit really got to me, but the views are amazing. Really, really pretty. It's a lot like Observation Point, but you're on the other end of the canyon. So you can really see everything, but this time we're looking back at everything from a different angle. And we are completely alone. There's a chance we'll see people on the way back, but we started our hike at like 6 o'clock this morning in order to try to beat as much of the heat as we could. So nobody else is dumb enough or smart enough to do that. You can decide what you think about the timing. But the hike is just really great. We are directly above the Zion Lodge. So if you ever stay in the hotel room, like the cliffs right above your hotel is where this comes out onto. And I'll do a little pano so you can kind of see where we are. We can see Angel's Landing below us. It looks not very impressive from up here, but obviously when you're on it itself, it's pretty giant. All right, so I'm going to flip everything around and kind of show you the view.
Okay, we are leaving the Cable Mountain parking lot, and it's pretty intense to get out of here. This is the dirt road, and Michelle is going to drive, and I am going to spot her as she comes out, because it's nasty and she doesn't like spotting. Straight, straight, straight. You're doing great. You're doing great. Good job.
That was right at the limit,
That was good. You did great.
but the car struggled.
Yeah, but you did it.
Yeah.
Good job.